whitetip, tiger, shovels, or blue whaler. By whatever name, he is a fearsome brute. An almost perfect killing machine with finely balanced instincts of curiosity and caution. He comes out of the remote past virtually intact. A primitive creature that can be traced back in a direct line over 180 million years. He is one of the most puzzling species of the sea. To understand him, he must be met on his own terms, in his own environment. This is the challenge that awaits Cousteau and the men of the Calypso.
Calypso is en route to a Red Sea island where we hope to find sharks. We have begun our search for the shark. We do not know where he will come from, nor what attracts him most. But we do know that wherever other fish have gathered, the shark will soon appear. The divers have come as friends with food, and once the fish are sure they mean no danger, Foulon and Ruiz are overrun by them.
Whitetip Shark, with a record of unprovoked attacks on human beings. Even for the experienced diver, there's danger. Attached to their tanks is a shark belly, a weapon to bump and butt the whitetip away until they can reach safety. Foulon and Ruiz form a back-to-back defense. Without unnecessary movement to agitate the shark's interest, they start to the surface, knowing that away from the ocean floor, they are also vulnerable from beneath.
Shark, nothing is predictable, so it is a relief to have Foulon, Ruiz, and Philippe back on deck. We know now the place is right. We can mount our major experiments on sharks in this area. Most specialists agree that sharks are attracted by blood. But if there is no blood, what will attract them to an alien presence, a diver? Is it sight or smell?
The mutilated diver is not a man at all, but an experimental dummy named Arthur.
To learn why the shark attacks, we started with Arthur fully equipped and filled with rags. He looks like a diver, but he lacks one thing: scent. To find which is the stronger sense, sight or smell, Arthur is filled with fish the shark cannot see. Always, the shark is cautious. The primitive computer of his mind totals all the factors that must be present before he acts. Drawn by smell, he stalks Arthur, testing for possible resistance. Only when he is sure that his victim cannot escape, that there is no danger for him, will he become aggressive. This pattern of instincts has maintained the survival of his species for hundreds of millions of years. Today we begin one of our most significant assignments, to trace the migration of sharks. Are they sedentary, or do they travel from island to island, or ocean to ocean, across great distances?
In location over a selected reef, the divers will be asked to mark a wide variety of sharks for later identification. Head diver Canaway makes the tag team assignments. Ruiz will do the tagging, guarded by Foulon. Philippe will photograph. It is vital that the tag be placed at a specific spot that will not injure the shark or impair its movement. The target area is at the base of the dorsal fin.
C'est là que ça tient le mieux. Alors, Canoë, montrez-nous quels sont les dispositifs de marquage qu'on a à bord.
Depending on the circumstances, the divers will use a long spear or short dagger to mark the shark. Barbed hooks with a red tag attached will be placed in the hollow end. The red tags give date and location, and bear request that when found, they be returned to Cousteau's headquarters in Monaco.
The divers will be working near the surface during tagging and therefore are most vulnerable. To provide them with a safe shelter in the open sea, we have designed special anti-shark cages. One of the most splendid but unpredictable of all sharks. He follows the whales to prey on the sick, the young, the defenseless.
In the sea-diffused afternoon sunlight, a bullfight-like ritual has begun. A shark passes back and forth, while a man searches for the right moment to place his banderillo. It is a corrida, a bullfight, without cape or kill, but with the same mastery over self and fear.
In the Red Sea has averaged 105 degrees during the day, but water conditions remain excellent for filming. Today we will fish for sharks, looking for evidence that our tagging operation has been effective.
Cousteau has observed that tagged sharks are the bolder, more curious ones of the species, and therefore most likely to appear again. The boldness that brought the sharks close enough to be tagged will probably bring them in after bait.
Splash and scent alert the creature. Ironically, the formidable eater does not need much food. He can live more than a month without eating. Without food, he will stop growing, but he will survive. Once the shark is hooked, he will not fight for long. The killer is fragile. His skeleton is made of cartilage. He has no bones. It is probable that the jarring fight at the end of a line has fatally dislodged his vital organs. Yet, the shark dies slowly. Mortally wounded, he will still swim for hours.
The most important part of tagging will be the knowledge gained over a long period by the recovery of the tags.
Voilà. 3 weeks ago. This was tagged 3 weeks ago. So that this shark is not swimming in the open ocean. He is living there around the reef. Sedentary shark. I think it's very important to have proof.
It will take a great many tag recoveries to finally establish the migrating patterns of the sharks. Dr. Eugenie Clark has originated unique experiments for testing shark ability to learn and make visual discriminations. On board the Calypso, she will recreate the experiments for Cousteau's men to try in the open sea. The key is a striped-faced target. Dr. Clark's target will help test all of the shark's sensory capabilities: sight, sound, and smell. Off the Sawakin Islands, Dr. Clark, divers Foulon, Templier, and Dr. Francois will set up twin targets. One is vertical striped, the other horizontal.
In some cases, the learning ability of a shark is believed to be roughly that of a domestic rat. If this is so, it should be possible to train them to come for food in answer to visual clues.
Bait is attached to the horizontal striped target, while a vertical striped one is left bare of food. When the shark takes food, a pipe is wrapped to confirm the shark's contact with the correct target. The shark tends toward the vertical, either for reasons of eye structure or habit from seeing other striped fish. After cautiously veering toward the vertical, the shark finally takes the bait from the horizontal target. Again, the shark first examines the vertical target before seeking the food on the horizontal one. After a period of weeks, when the training is successful, the sharks will ask for food by hitting the bare horizontal target.
We think that the pressure waves generated by a fish in trouble will bring the shark. Because the shark's flanks are paved with nerve endings, his whole body is a large antenna for receiving infrasonic impulses from great distances.
At the start, no shark had been seen in the area. The live fish trolled through the water, attracted a shark in less than 2 minutes.
Now we will concentrate on the problem of repelling the shark.
With a bait fish, Canaway makes a shark repellent sandwich.
For years, it has been believed the most effective repellent was copper acetate mixed with a powerful dye. Packets of shark chaser, like the one in Canaway's sandwich, were given to airmen who might be forced down in the sea. It was good for morale at best. We will try the newest shark protection device.
With Canaway riding shotgun on a small launch, Jacques Cousteau tests the latest U.S. Navy shark shield, the inflatable Johnson shark screen, a life ring with a large plastic bag attached, concealing a man's scent and camouflaging his body. Cousteau directs the operation, watches his son take the safety line, then splash the water to attract the shark. He orders Philippe taken aboard. The shark has come too close. With divers standing by in case of emergency, Cousteau allows a broader test. 3 men floating amidst sharks. Apparently, all the creature sees are dark, confusing objects, with no limbs or feet to bite at, no familiar shapes, and no smell. The Johnson screen is the most effective shark protection yet devised.
We have tracked the shark through the Red Sea, the Gulf of Aden, and the Indian Ocean. There is still one major experiment remaining.
Under the cover of darkness, do sharks feel more protected? And are they less wary? At night, the shark's superior sense of smell and sensitivity to vibrations gives him an advantage over the diver.
Night is more fun, more mysterious, more frightening. As if they have come back from hell. Through the night and into dawn, the operation continues, drawing more and more sharks to the Calypso. The spearing of
of a fish increases the agitation of all the creatures and lures an unexpected predator, a grouper weighing upwards of 200 pounds. The incident ignites an explosion, the full-fledged frenzy of sharks in the sea. Divers keep the sharks swarming near the cages with handheld bait. Again, the most aggressive of the sharks are those already tagged. The divers must drive them away to allow others to come close. The primary goal is to observe both underwater and on the monitors above the feeding frenzy.
Bien reçu, bien reçu.
This one, yes, sure. You see the label below the dorsal fin. It's not unusual. Bon, compris. Compris. Serge.
Listen to me closely.
Je vous entends bien.
Yes, Commandant. We are finished.
Nous allons vous remonter.
Come up quickly.
Nous allons vous remonter tout de suite. Faites remonter les cages. Hein.
Bien, commandant.
Rear deck. Bring up the cages.
Remontez les cages.
We close the story of the shark. Many myths are gone. We are sure the shark sees well, possesses a refined sense of smell, and is extraordinarily well equipped to receive specific vibrations. For more than 6 months, we have studied him and often felt endangered by him. Occasionally, he will appear in our nightmares.